lives.
Hey guys, welcome back, it's Thecardists, and in today's deck war I'm going to be VCing the Bable decks versus the Utopia decks. A little bit of background information on these decks. They are both made by Card Experiment. There is only one deck of the Utopia, and there is two versions to the Bable. There is the original one, the Bable deck, and then there is the black Bable, and I think it's really cool that there is a black version. There's not much difference, it's just a coloration to the back design and the borders, but other than that it's just really cool. And then we have the Utopia decks. It's kind of like a wood theme, as you can see on the front of the box, it's like a woodish theme, and then this is more of a space age kind of sci-fi theme. So why not, let's just get shot on into the Utopia deck. Okay, so here we have the Utopia deck. As you can see straight away on the front of the box, it has Utopia on the front, with this kind of space, like village, with all these things kind of flying up because the gravity is going upwards. It has Utopia with all these nice like scroll up with the purple coloration to it, with the clouds, and I think it's really, really cool, kind of a sci-fi look. And as you can see, the artwork does continue around the pack. On the side, it has the United States Playing Card Company, made in the USA, with these kind of this square there, and it continues. And then it has the Utopia playing cards, designed by Young Tungrel. And by the way, the links to these decks will be in the description, but I haven't reviewed the Black Bable, but there will be a review of that definitely soon. Then we have the Card Experiment copyright information and stuff, and then we have the back design. The back design is absolutely awesome. It has this gold triangle in the corner, so when you do fans it looks absolutely amazing. It has this kind of weird cool patterns with all these shapes to form this amazing back design. Really kind of futuristic, and that's what the deck was going for. Other than that, it's just a really, really cool box. And on the top it has that square with the clouds, and then you pop it open and it has the same design carrying on. They could have made the box inside purple, but they didn't choose to, but that's fine. Now let's get on with the Bable decks. Okay, so here we have the Bable deck. So there is the original and the black edition. I'm going to show you the boxes. The cards themselves, one's just basically this kind of colour, the brownish colour, and then it's just black and white basically. It's just a little bit different in the thin border, that's all. The phases are completely the same. So that's what I've been looking at. If it is, I haven't seen it yet. So on the front of the boxes it has this big circle, and it has Bable, and it has this kind of like wooden structure in the background. And it looks like it's falling or breaking apart, and it has this all-seen kind of triangle eye there, because when you take up the flap, as you can see, and I didn't notice that before, V. Jose pointed that out actually to me. Then on the sides it has Bable playing cards designed by Simon Prages. I believe is that the same designer? No, it's not the same designer as the Utopia deck. And you can see it's just a different coloration. One's a little bit of a brownish colour, one's just black and white. On the top it has just, you know, some kind of bridge structure there, and it has the US Playing Card Company made in the USA on one side, and then on the bottom it just has the standard, you know, copyright information there. The back design is really cool. As you can see, they both have white borders, but on the back it has like a black border going around, and it has all these circles and all these kind of wooden bent circles to form like this kind of this actually looks like a clock in the middle. And it has all this wood and kind of stuff to form the back design, and it's there as well. So yeah, that's basically it for the Bable decks. And even on the flaps it continues the exact same stuff. So basically it's just the exact same deck, just a different coloration. So let's get on to inside the Utopia deck. Okay, so here we have the Utopia deck. So let's see what you receive with the deck. So first off, you basically receive the same stuff when you get Card Experiment decks. They usually come with the same stuff. You receive 2 jokers, an advertisement, and a double backer. First off, as I said, you receive a double backer with the back design. The back design is really, really cool, as you can see, with the white border, really thin, looks amazing in fans, with the red, with the gold, the greys, the blues. It's just an awesome kind of spacey theme, and I love it. Then we have the Card Experiment kind of advertisement, and they've taken the bits off there, off the back design, and plopped them on here in gold, and had Card Experiment and their website. Then you receive these 2 robot kind of, or these kind of art, you know when you do art sometimes, you go to like in the UK it's called the works, and you can get these wooden structures, and they're kind of like a human body, and you can draw around them to kind of form like this is what artists use. So it's kind of like that, but it's been hit with these massive blue squares, and one is lighter than the other. As you can see if I zoom these in, one is like a lighter blue, and then one's got a texture on it, so that's pretty interesting. Now the cards themselves are quite cool. It has Utopia with this big kind of 3D ace, and if I hold it there it looks like it's kind of like floating up. And it has these custom pips the whole way through. As you can see, it's kind of a metallic ink a little bit. It's not like a lot, but it's kind of a little bit metallic. It's not like really reflective, but it is metallic. And we go the whole way through, and it continues the kind of the metallic ink look. Then you get to the royalty with the custom pips there. It's just the same bicycle royalty, but just different coloration with the gold and the blues and the blacks. The hearts are a little bit more different. You know, they've got the different colour red. It's kind of like a nice, you know, metallic red. Really cool. The coloration with the red and the gold really does pop off the cards. The pips themselves are kind of a spacey kind of look for the hearts, and it looks really awesome. Okay, and then you get the big custom 4 aces you get in this deck, but you get a custom big fat ace of hearts there, and it looks 3D like the spade. And it continues the whole way through with the clubs, and the same with the diamonds, and you get the big custom diamond and the big custom club. So let's move straight on into the cards inside the Bable deck. Okay, so here we have the black Bable deck. I'm not going to be able to review both of the Bable's decks because we'll be here for hours, and I don't want to waste all your day with this really long video, but I'll quickly show you the back design because that's the only difference. It's just a coloration. The faces are exactly the same, so I thought why not give you a quick show. As you can see, this is the black Bable, this is the original Bable. The original one has a bit of a thicker border, and it has this kind of brownish kind of colour to the wood, and now you can see it's changed to just a black and white version of it, and the borders have got thinner. So if we do a comparing a fan, you know, when this does a fan it looks pretty cool, but then when this does a fan it looks amazing. Okay, so we'll get straight on into the normal Bable, or the black Bable. I don't know how many other versions I bring. Maybe a red Bable, I'm not too sure. So what you receive this deck, you receive with the exact other same Bable. There's no differences whatsoever. You receive this card experiment card, this advertisement card there, really cool. It has this kind of texture to the back of it. Then you receive the back design. This is the back design. It has a nice white border going around with this wood and this kind of clock in the middle of this this moon kind of shiny light there and there, and it's really, really cool, and I just thought I'd do a close-up of that because I just love it. It's just an awesome, awesome back. Then we have the Jokers. We have the Joker, and we have a man that's doing a bit of labour. He looks like he's using a wrench to maybe do something with plumbing, maybe. I'm not too sure exactly, and he has like this kind of building works going on behind him. Then you have this other man who's kind of a rich. He looks rich. He has a walking stick, not like a stick. He has this top hat, this eye, a lot of detail to him compared to the other one. He's rich, and the other one's kind of poor, or kind of he's a builder and he looks like he's proper rich. Now we'll move on to the rest of the cards. Now straight away you can tell that it's a definitely awesome deck, and it has got custom pips. Well, this one's just not standard actually. My bad, I do apologise. We have the Ace of Spades, and it has Bable, and it has this big giant ace with this triangle there, like the all-seeing eye, with this, and it has this like scattering of wood flying away. Then you go through, and the pips are like normal bicycle, but if you zoom in, you can see there is a texture to them, and it goes the whole way through. But it does stand out better actually on the red cards, as you can see. It looks much better and it stands out and pops more. I just thought I'd quickly show you that because it's harder to see on the black cards. Then we have the royalty. We have the Jack, the Queen, the King. As you can see, their mouths have been removed, and it's kind of, you know, they told them to be quiet. And it's just really, really cool, the black and white, and it's just quite nice royalty, quite simple. You know, the standard royalty ones we received. So you could go perform this deck actually. Then you get to the hearts. As you can see, it's kind of a darkish red, like a burgundy, and it's kind of like a bit of bright red on this texture of it, and they still have had their mouths removed. And then the hearts the whole way around, or the whole way through, are pretty cool. Then you get to the clubs, and the clubs are exactly the same as the spades, and then the same with the diamonds as well, okay? And then you get a big fat diamond, you get a big fat club, and also you get a big fat heart as well, and it has all the different bits flying away. So let's move on to the handling of the Utopia deck. Okay, so let's see how this deck handles the Utopia deck. So first off, it dribbles really, really nicely with ease. The stock is amazing. It's thicker than the Bable for sure. It's kind of the original, it's the same stock as the original Bable, but the new one is a bit of a flimsier stock, but I kind of like the flimsier stock. It means it's more slippery actually. Springs on the deck, it springs really easily. There's no problems with the springs on this deck whatsoever. Cuts from the hand, you know, easy peasy. You can do certain other cuts and it does it with ease. There's no problems with this whatsoever. Spreads in the hands, you know, there's no issues with it. It's just really, really cool. The stock handles great. Riffle Shuffle. Riffle Shuffle's, you know, easy peasy. It does last quite a long time, this deck, and the pips and the faces look great on it as well. We can do a Pharaoh Shuffle, because I know a lot of viewers like to see, or my fans like to see a Pharaoh with a deck. Okay, and as you can see, it does Pharaoh and then it kind of stops. So maybe that's a bad issue, maybe, but I don't believe it is. And then we can do a Giant Fan that I'm pretty getting used to doing them now, and that looks absolutely amazing. I love that Giant Fan. So let's move on to the Bable decks. Okay, so we'll move on to the Bable decks, and also I just love the back. It looks absolutely amazing. Okay, so the Bable decks for handling, they do the same, spring, my bad, I know someone will comment on that now. It springs really easily, a dribble on the deck, really easily, you know, Charlier cut, double lift, colour change, and by the way, I forgot to mention this with the Utopia, there you go, double lift, colour change, done, Charlier cut. There, done. So no one will moan and say, you didn't do it in that one, but there you go. Cuts in the hands, it cuts really nicely, no problems with it whatsoever. When you do a fan, it looks absolutely amazing. With the fin border, it just looks amazing. A lot of people have been like loving this deck because it does clump after a while, obviously, as most decks will, but I have been using this non-stop. Then we can do a Pharaoh, as it is quite a thin stock, so we'll see if it can, will it bend, will it have any problems? But no, it does it with ease as well, and there was no problems with that whatsoever there. It just went straight away, and it was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Then we can do a Giant Fan, we'll just quickly push that down a little bit, there you go. And then we can do a Giant Fan, and it does a Giant Fan. Look at that, how good does that look? And that's like the best one I've done so far. Sorry about that, guys, my camera decided to die there, but now here I am. We'll go back to the one-handed Riffle Shuffle. Okay, here it goes. With ease, and there is no problems with that whatsoever. Fans, as I said, handles great, Giant Fans are great, Riffle Shuffles are great, and then we can do a spread, and it spreads amazingly as well, and it looked absolutely amazing. So which one is my favourite, and why? Okay, so which one is my favourite, and why? So you've probably all guessed it from the way I've been speaking, and it has to be the Bable. No offense to Utopia, it's an amazing deck, I love it, it's a really, really great deck, but my personal opinion is the Bable. I love there is two versions of it, it lasts a really long time, I kind of like it, it's really cool, I love the fin borders and it handles great and looks great when you do certain moves and fans. Utopia is a great deck as well, but I just prefer the Bable decks, just for my personal preference. But that's just me. You guys may change differently. Like, comment down below what you would choose and why. And what other deck wars would you like to see? Like, what deck would you like to be facing against who? You guys just comment down below and tell me, because I'll be really interested to read your comments, and I'd love to reply to all your comments. Thanks to all the support recently you guys have been giving us. It's really, really appreciated. I'm not sure if I've hit 10k yet, because this was recorded on the Wednesday, and I upload on, because it takes quite a long time to do all these deck wars and stuff and deck reviews, but I enjoy it because it's just fun. So yeah, make sure you give the video a fat like just down there somewhere, and then click subscribe just up there if you haven't already, and check out my previous video just up there of the contest results. And if you're just sitting there and you think, oh, I could sit for another 15 minutes, then why not check out my previous deck war just down there, and it's definitely worth a look. So thanks for watching this video. Comment down below what you'd like to see next time, and I hope you guys have a great day. If you'd like to tell us how to improve on the Thecardists, then why not go in the description. The survey is back up and running. I hit the limit because everyone was doing it so much. So if you guys would like to help us out and do the survey, then why not comment down below. Go in the description box, look at the survey, and there's a link. Click on it, and there's 10 questions you can fill out and tell us how we can improve. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.